Hello, hello, everybody. Hey, Andrew. So it is Friday. We're going to be working on music today. Let's go load up FL Studio. Whoops. What just happened? Okay, so we need a going to sleep tune, platformer tune. So I think general plans for today, general tunes to work on. Going to sleep tune, the farming game, the platformer, and then Fever Dream game. Do we even want to do this? We could just mix the two tracks a bit. I need to think about that. But I think we're going to start by working on the platformer game. So let's pull out the keyboard. Hey, Atomic. Hey, David. Good morning. Oh yeah, and if I do piano stuff, turn on the mute program and move my keyboard. I put all of my music notes over here now. Yeah. Anyway, let's see where we left off with this platformer thing. I showed this only a couple times on stream. You're gonna be hearing this a lot if you're gonna pay attention today. So yeah, let's see. Wait, is this not working? Could you hear that? Yeah, okay, good. Okay, I gotta finish some of this stuff. Hey, Monatic Vine. Welcome in. Okay, so platformer. I need to work on drums and add in bass throughout. Okay, this I don't like. It's just too much. Maybe if we do this. Maybe even lower this a bit. Okay, hey, Faceless. All right, so then this is supposed to be... I mean, I guess we're just going to use this pattern throughout, so I might as well just go over to here. Where is that? I don't know where that is. Whoops. Whoops. What did I just do? There we go. That's what I wanted. All right, now we got to figure out where that is. Too far? All right, there we go. Yeah, it says 29 right at the top. I could have just read that. All right, so what do we have here? I want to take that. All right, let's just copy this whole thing. Gonna put this up here. That's not right. I think I want this to be higher up. Okay. Hey, Illusionary Moon. And hey, Chili. What game is this for? This is for the platformer game. So I want it to be like a faster paced, mostly like ascending kind of tune, because you're going to be ascending in the game. What do we have? I have wrote something down, and I need to find where that something is. Farming. Uh-oh, where is it? What's this? That's what I had before. What is this? Is it 200 BPM? Maybe. Yeah, 201. Oh man, I had something written down for this. I don't know where I put it though, if it wasn't here. What was this? Oh, this is a different tune altogether. Oh, well, I've lost it. I mean, I vaguely remember what it was supposed to be. So yeah, let's listen to, maybe mute this whole thing. What happened at the end there? Oh, I see. I want to change it a bit. Hey, Cosmic. Let me go back to this instrument for a sec. You can hear this, right? It's apparently much louder. Sorry. Yeah. Hmm. And that could work. I'm not super happy with that. There. I'll just listen to this. I think this is a lazy way out. right, so what's this all sound like? Yeah. All right. Well, something like this. Happy 5 streams. Oh, what? What's that about? Shouldn't this just save regularly? What is going on? I am just pressing save, right? Okay, this is unexpected because it should have loaded this file from this such that save just saves it back to that file. Let me try something here. Yeah, no, weird. All right, let's call this platformer 2 just to see, did I accidentally overwrite something on platformer 1? No, I didn't. Hey, Matt. All right, so then let's open up platformer 2 and save it as platformer 1. Save as platformer. Yeah, weird. I don't know what happened there. Thanks, Matt. Hey, Pickle. Yeah, I want to play this alongside the game in a sec. I want to get far enough with this. And I have not worked on the bass some more. Let me listen to that. I kind of want this to fade out just it's like a little bit longer. Like this. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like we need something in the middle of this. Where'd it go? Where did it go? There it is. So what is this? Yeah. Howdy, Phil. And then this plays here. So this is high up. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, we could just do that. It's in 6/8 time, right? Makes it annoying to figure out how to lay this out. So like that. Yeah. Do, 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 do. All right, but what I was thinking is that this would just slowly increase in volume like so. Which might sound bad. Let's try it. Yeah, I don't think it should ramp up exactly like that. I think it should go more like... Oh, why is that being weird? There we go. Maybe like that, and then it ramps up a lot faster toward the end. The idea sounds good. Yeah, I like the idea. Also, it loops nicely into itself. And I might need to stretch it out a little bit. I'm not sure. It's about 40 something seconds long. Yeah, I gotta not nail that as hard. I gotta like put that down to there. Yeah, that's better. Okay, this is sounding good. Let's go add in some bass now for the next section that we have there. Some lower mid-range missing, I think. Well, another thing that someone was suggesting to me the other day is if I go into the mixer here and I guess just maybe on the whole track, let's just try this. Is there some kind of like bit crusher here? One of these probably. Let's try this. See what this does. Grit. Ooh, too much grit. All right. So we should probably figure out what's making that too much and then just tone that thing down. I mean, the only thing really turned up here is this. So maybe just change this. Just sounds like it's getting farther away. This is not what I wanted anyway, so let's just change this. Replace with Destructor. All right, what do we got for presets over here? Crunchy. Too much. Too much. Maybe just bass is missing. Yeah, and I do want to add that. I want to try. Hey, Boolean. 15 streams. Good job. Maybe this? Oh man, that sounds terrible. I should probably just be trying with one note. Hey, Sir Puffin. How you doing? I don't think I've seen you in a while. It has been a while. How's it going? Is there a bit crusher in here? Like, what is it called if there is one? Maybe distortion is not what I'm thinking about. I don't know what I'm looking for. Bit Crusher FL Studio. Good free plugin. There's no built-in one? I guess downsampling is what it really is. Fruity Squeeze. Bit reducing distortion. So that's already kind of what I was using, I guess. I just didn't find good settings for it. Then again, maybe I shouldn't be applying this to everything. I should just be applying it to some selective track. How's the new game coming? It's coming along pretty well. I am trying to make music alongside making the code because otherwise I will end up doing like 3 months of music toward the end of all of this. There's a sound goodizer. I need that on everything. Okay, so presets. I guess we just pick something. Punch. Okay, it's more like what I want, but we just tone this down maybe. Yeah, and then just apply this to something, not everything. Okay. Airtight Android. Yeah, music making stream. Delete this. All right, so where do we put this? Maybe on here to start with. So let's go to the track list, and this is on track 4. Let's put this up. Mixer channel. Oh my God, how do you do this? I can't just select the 5. There we go. All right, now on 5, we put the squeeze thing again, and then set this to punch, and then tone this down. Let's see how that sounds. Yeah, so you can hear the distortion. The first tune we're working on is for the platformer. More affected use something that's already been presented as clear to represent some kind of disruption. Yeah, I wanted to mess around with this and just see. But I don't like how this is sounding right now. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Mess around with some more. Okay, let's put the game up alongside it. Uh-oh, what's that? I have to fix this. Base platformer game previously had a script. That script is now abstract. Please assign a different script. Do I have a base platformer game in here? That is not good. Create platformer. Main. Create platformer. I don't see what the problem is. Oh, you can't partial classes, right? Oh, God. I think I have this written down over here. Abstract. Classes don't play nice with Godot. You may get an error about a script not loading. Okay. Well, then I guess we just don't make this abstract. Abstract inherited member. Yeah, we can't make that abstract either. Yuck. And what? What was I complaining about? Subgame ID not implemented abstract. Subgame ID. Where is that? Where is this thing? Hey, Goose. Hey, Akaramba. Use a regular keyboard or a MIDI keyboard for music production? I use a little bit of both. I use more of the computer keyboard, which I should probably learn how to do things in a better way. I don't see that. Here it is. Public override. Where is it overriding this from? Subgame ID. Oh, this is abstract. Okay, this can't be abstract. This needs to be virtual. And yeah, I don't know. Let's just try running this. It's probably gonna break. I was messing around with some stuff yesterday. I actually made a decent amount of progress yesterday, but I also took a very long nap. I think I needed it. Okay, so here's the platformer. If I do this, we can play both games, both things at once, the music and the game. So let's go back to here, make sure this is at the beginning, and then go into the game and hit play. I think this is fine, but the thing I'm more concerned about is I want to hear the sounds, but not the music. So we need to find which bus number this is. Audio. So master must be 0, music, sound. So I just want to mute this. And in fact, I'll just click the mute button. And let me write a note to myself because I'll probably forget that I've done that. Unmute the music bus in Godot. Okay, so that is how we'll hear the sounds. Let's go try that. You buy any new instruments? No, I did download a synth plugin. I was using it from a long time ago. And I really like it. Okay, so now we can hear sounds. Yep, and let's try this. Okay, so I think it's decent, but something's slightly off. I don't totally know what it is. But let me try this a little bit more because I think there's something still I could improve about this. Let's do that. These settings are decent. I kind of want to save these somewhere. How do I do this? Save preset as. Let me go find a folder. Mini Freak V presets, FL Studio. Presets. What's this called? Fruity Squeeze. I'll just call this like decent bit crushing. Okay, now let's try changing this a bit. So. Ooh. Well, what was this doing? Impact preserve? All right, I don't know. Yeah, maybe we leave this at what it was. Yeah, there's already a kick, but I need to add more. I have not worked on drums yet. Browse. What? How do I load the one I just saved? I don't know. I see save preset. And I see browse, but browse doesn't actually do anything. Maybe I have to open the browser. The browser is open. Oh, is it just not? What? Like this bar at the side seems like it's the oh, there we go. Okay, that might have been the problem. Does that let me change this now? No, it doesn't let me load a new one at least. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. Strange. Maybe I need to like drag it into the project. I don't know. Yeah, let's try doing that, I guess. Presets, Fruity Squeeze, drag this into here. Or are you just onto this? Oh, that worked. Okay, let's listen to that. Yeah, okay, so that's fine. So we have this as the kick drum. If I were to take this out and with it in, so maybe we get some other percussion that we have here. Where'd this even come from? Tech kick into Android's dream. All right, so let's go make a new synth and save this. And I guess go back to that same sound bank. Oh, is it at the bottom? Yes. All right, it was, yeah, one of these, but there are only 4 of these. What's this one? That's not gonna fit. Hmm. Are any of these like named for percussion by any chance? Uh, Wait, what was that? No, no, dream. I thought it said drum. Synth one, yeah, I think synth one's really cool. I like it a lot. Yeah, I don't think someone made just a percussion set of presets here, but we could just load one of these up and just see what they have in it, like this. Yeah, they just have that one, from what I can tell about this stuff. Usually they separate this by colors to indicate when something is a certain kind of instrument. I don't see any percussion stuff here. What is all of this? Groovy hats. Interesting. I don't know what this is doing. I don't want this to repeat. There's probably some way to stop that here. Yeah, the arpeggiator's on. Let's just turn that off. Yeah, nice. You could use that as a hat sound. Where's rename hat? And random color. Oh, this is the wrong time signature. So this isn't going to work, is it? Oh, man. Yeah, I had to do a lot to get this to be better. Yuck. Okay. Where is it? Time markers. Time signature change. 6, 8. This did not help. Yeah, there we go. All right, so what do I want this to be doing? If we want it to be offset by a little bit. It's just going to be syncopated if I do that. I want to come back to this. I actually want to work on the bass first because we only have it up until measure 13 here. Let me see. Yeah, so now I think this thing could take a back seat for a little bit. Where are you? You are here. I'm way too low over here. Where is this? It's the wrong instrument. There we go. All right, so I guess we can do something rhythmic if we're gonna have this take the back seat, sort of like we did over here. Do 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 do. Yeah, this goes out of that. These things break very frequently. I think there's some Mac problem with this plugin that makes it a little bit annoying. Well, I guess we could just close this. All I care about is this thing, right? Yeah. Okay. Hey, Remy. Your descending bass melody in my mind's ear. I want to try a basic stencil here of this. And I kind of want to take it from this thing too. Man, why does it keep going back to the harmony? And I can see the bass. I want to choose the, oh, that's nice. I should do that should do that more often now. Okay, so let's copy this over to this one. Yeah. Yeah, so something like this. Let's just listen to it for a little bit. This goes from here down to G or up to G, depending on what we want to do. And then back to E flat. And then we do this. Seven days. Don't let Xyletic see that, Remy. He'll swoop in here with a 700-day streak. You don't know what to think. All right. Do we have anything in here for this? I don't think so. No, we don't. What if I click this? Oh, nice. do, 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 do. Not even on their plane of existence. We're a bug on their windshield. How's your week been, Remy? Yeah, so this is me being lazy and just putting something here for now. Yeah. I don't like it. I don't want to keep it, but I want something to be there. There we go. Hey, Scholar, happy Friday. It's a long weekend. Monday off for King's Day. Got loads planned. And next week, 3 days to Berlin for work. Kind of a pleasure leisurely work trip. Nice. Nice. What's your favorite plan you got planned for the long weekend? Just realized the green screen is gone. This is as recording studio. Yeah. Welcome to the architect's office. Yeah, it's too hard to manage a green screen on days like today. Because I can't keep it in one spot. I don't want to keep moving it. Yeah, so then the base just cuts out. It's not intentional. Although if I'm being lazy here, I could just copy this again, right? As mentioned, I just want to get an idea for how this is all going to sound. Okay, go put this over here. That doesn't fit. Yeah, that's decent. All right, trim the, whoops, not all of that. Cool. Paint the room green. I was debating on doing that, just that back wall at least, and maybe the door. All right, so it still needs some work, but here's what we have so far. Yeah. I think I'll do some percussion stuff later on this because I don't have any ideas in mind. We could actually just export this and put it in the game. How long is it? It's 43 seconds. Some delay on the lead, perhaps. We could try that out. Wait, what is the mixer? I thought it was F5. It's F9. Oh, whoops. This was still on over here? I didn't mean to do that. Oh, no. It was on when I was trying something else. Okay, so replace this with a delay. Why is this seemingly doing nothing? Because I'm on the wrong thing. Yeah. I chose 6 for this. So I just deleted the... Yeah. God, okay, let's put this back to what it was. Yeah, and then on 6, go put a delay. And then skip to a part where I can actually hear it playing. Where is this? Here we go. Yeah. So now that's way too much. Let's tone this down. You know that? Castlevania Mega Man vibes? Yeah, I was going for Mega Man vibes. And I like it. I think it's good. I'm not sure it's perfectly fitting yet, but yeah. Um, yeah, let's keep messing around with this. I don't think I like this, but I actually kind of want to try some reverb on here instead. Where is reverb? There. Oh, delay and reverb. Okay, let's try this. How about... Which section is this for? This is for the platformer. Maybe reduce the release on the synth just to see how it would sound. I like how that is right now. I don't think I want it to be punchier. I'm gonna replace this. Okay, now I want to vary this a little bit. Oops. Wonder if that sounds good or bad. We have what? What a cool sounding instrument. I can't see anything musical without thinking not quite my tempo. Tempo literally, as in like this is too fast, or just not your style? So I want to do this. Using the latest version of FL Studio? I don't think so, because I think it just mentioned I have a new version, but probably pretty close to the newest one. Oh, Whiplash? Okay, I haven't seen that. I think it has some crazy music. Yeah. I like where this is going so far, at least. There's some cleanup I need to do. I think I need to change the percussion a bit, but in general, this is probably like passable for the checkpoint. Yeah, I think it's good. All right, so we get back to here, and that's where we get lazy with the bass. I mean, if I'm going to get lazy with it, what I should do is at least quiet it down until we get to here where it maybe gets a little bit louder. It's got to pick up back to what it was. That could be in E flat. Yeah, nice. Okay, it's pretty decent. Like I said, I got to clean up the drums. Never very good at that, so don't know what to do. I mean, we should probably try something. The only other sound I found was a hat. I think we need some other drums here too. More cowbell. The other tune has cowbell. But I don't think we have a fever for this one. All right, what else have we got? Let's look at, where is it? This one. Because this should have some sounds here. Yeah, we could use that as our snare. Could also just use a real snare and just bit crush it or something. Because it sounds kind of like a block. What is a cowbell? Are you being serious? It's an instrument that looks like this. You hit it with a mallet. Oh, this is mono. It sounds like snapping. Okay, anyway. Yeah, I think we can play this kind of quietly here. Look at these colors light up. It's very cool. Why is this so high up? Yeah, I don't think I like this one very much. Yeah, let's just change this. Just doesn't sound good. I should just learn how to make this stuff myself. Did I see something about a clap here? Because if so, Tom Shaker. Oh, nice. What's this? That could be good. We could also just use one of these like noise patches here, or waves. All right, this is adding some interest, so I guess. All right, we need to vary those, of course. I'm not going to make fills right now. I don't want to work on that yet. But yeah, so that's our general idea. Let's make these random colors and just keep randomizing them until they look different enough. There we go. Nice. Now it looks like we vomited Fruit Loops onto the DAW. Because that's what this is called. All right. Yeah, so let's play this with the game again. See how it feels. Okay, it's not bad. There's some little things. One, whatever I did with that bass was a bad idea. Let's go find that and change this. Yeah, let's just revert all this to here. And put that there. Yeah, that's better. No drums? I'm not sure about no drums. This would sound like without anything. Unless you mean just for a particular section. I like it with the drums. So a little through the fire and flame vibes to this. It's been a long time since I've heard that. There's something else I wanted to change. I just need a tiny bit more variety rhythmically. Not with the drums necessarily, although I do want to add them with the drums. But something here as I was listening. Yeah, let's change this up. Excuse me, let's try that. Yeah, it's decent. It's not exactly what I meant, but it works. Now we get to here. Yeah, this has to change too, because we've heard this a million times now at this point, right? There, but then decreasing. There. Could go to here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I think I need to do a bunch of little improvements like that. Okay, that I gotta change a couple things here. Yeah. Good. Okay, anything else? Think there could be some interest added here. Kind of want to just do that. Yes. Maybe even throw this in. Yeah, and just quiet that down a tiny bit. Just a tiny little bit. And maybe even do that. Nope, too much. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So I'm pretty happy with this. I think it's going well right now. Maybe let's just export it. Like I said, there's more to do. What did I export the first one as? I'm trying to keep things MP3 while they're incomplete. Now I'm not like shuffling a whole bunch of stuff through Git here. Assets, audio, music, platformer. This was a minute and a half long. I'm not doubling this. Am I? But yeah, it was an MP3. So let's export this as an MP3 for now. Export MP3. All right, platformer, save. Yeah, save. Okay, now go plug that in the game. Then go replace two things. I guess upbeat music gets replaced with quick load in, what do I call it? Platformer. And then don't we need to set this to looping in here? Loop. GPA got tanked. Oh no. From what? An exam? A project? So now we unmute this. We go back to here and just play the game. And then I got to take a break. Well, listen to that. Yeah, it's a little bit quiet. I think it's quiet because this is just set lower for the other track. But if we do that, it should be fine. Math. Oh, man. Well, have you learned from it? Will it be better next time? Okay, I think that's feeling pretty good. I think maybe we even raised it a tiny bit more than that. What is going on? I'm clicking this one. Okay, I'll be back in a little bit. I got to take a break. Is it jump time? It's jump time. Hello again, everybody. Hey, Steam Mine. And hey, Sarzarus. Close the game. Okay, so I want to pivot to the farming game. Well, actually, I want to try this one more time and just see how it sounds. Make sure it's leveled correctly. What was that? What was that? There's some pink line on the screen? Yeah, right there. That's not supposed to happen. The camera doesn't even zoom there. That's a shame. All right, I don't know. Let's just put this on the backlog for now. This vertical line happened in the platformer while I was progressing through the level normally. Yeah, seam in the background. It usually has to do with needing to pixel snap camera coordinates, but there's no easy way to pixel snap just the parts that tear. Actually, maybe we could. I'm not sure if I can repro this consistently, but we may need to snap the backgrounds. It's frustrating. All right, well, anyway, that's feeling good. Let's go to the farming tune now. I think the only thing we still have left to do on this track is to work on the drums, just like add drum fills for interest. How does it work? Right now, I think it's a tile set. I'm not actually sure. But usually that has to do with the camera being at some like floating point value as it's following the player. And if we were to snap the camera to pixel coordinates, and the player will look jittery. So there's no like great solution here, I think. Maybe physics interpolation will help. But I don't want to worry about that right now. I'm going to go work on the farming tune. Save changes. Did I make any changes? I'll just say yes. All right, now go up. Were we in the backup folder that whole time? I feel like we should not have been. Today at 9:19. Yeah, it's saving it in the backup folder. Yuck. Oh man, that's not good. All right, let's close out of this project. Let's just go back to the farming tune. And then pull this out of here because this is bad. And then there's a backup folder inside of there. Oh no. All right, so delete this and resurrect these out of here. And then go delete these. Now the background attached to the camera, and then change the UVs depending on the location. Yeah, I'll need to look into this. I haven't actually thought of how we're going to do this yet, but I think we eventually want a parallax layer. And I don't know how that's going to change things too. All right, so we have the farming tune open. This is honestly, this is pretty good right now, I think. Is this even, yeah. This already feels like it fits pretty well. So let's listen to what we have and then see where we need to be, because I just didn't compose more of it. How much do we have? 1 minute and 23 seconds? That's pretty good. Whoops. What is that? There's something very nice going on in the background. I don't remember adding. I think it's this, or was that? Ah, yeah. All right, nice. Okay, so what are we doing in this tune? Because for this, I think I need to go to the piano. So it's time to unplug and change over to here. Yeah, okay, good. Very nice farming music, thank you. Let's do a couple things here. I need to run this program. Whoops, that's not right. I'll close out of that. I need to run this. It's gonna detect the right thing? No, it's not the right thing. Fine. I'll unplug this for a second. Now it should detect the right thing. Yeah. So now I should be able to mute myself when I press an F major chord at the top. It's not working. It says to replug this in. Let's try that. Because yeah, this happened last time. Let's see if that works. Still no. Let's try it again. Man, I spent time working on this. Everything was fine. Now it's not working. Oh, wait, no. It's because it's transposed. Oh, my God. Okay, there. Ah, now it's working just fine. Okay, great. So now we have a way of muting. And I just need a way to write some notes. So let's close out of that stuff and make this take up a tiny bit of the screen. Farming game. And I might need to listen to this again because I don't totally remember where we went. But I'll try to play it from memory at first and just see where that goes. Okay, now we move this. Okay, so, well, let me move the camera too, I guess. All right, you can still hear me just fine, hopefully. And this too. Okay, cool. Yeah, that is not the farming tune. So let's actually play the farming tune. Okay, so somewhere I had some notes about this because I don't remember what I wanted to do. Oh, right. Yeah, this. This is what I had written down. Let me see how that is. Um, interesting. So let me see. Okay. Okay, I still want to explore this bit here. Yeah, so I'm gonna start with that for a bit. Yeah, so I don't like this. I think it's better. Yeah. Okay, that's a little bit more interesting. Thank you very much, Leap Year Girl. Hope you have a good time at the theater. Yeah, I don't want this in there. Or I want to transition to it differently. Hi, Sudo. Welcome in. I think this tune is turning out pretty well. Hey, Jesta. You ever get the chance and you're interested, check out Dialed? It's a small browser game where you play it. They play you a sound and then you have to remember it and match the frequency. I found out on ToneTap. Does have a color variant? I'm good at that. How does the color variant work? You have to remember the color and then be able to choose it from a palette? That's kind of interesting. I don't have a very good ear, but I also have an easy way of writing this stuff down. So hang on, let me lean over to my computer and copy this over to here. Okay. All right. Hey, Dark. All right, let's see. Thanks, Scholar. I'm still trying to figure out how to bridge. So I want to get from here. And then I want to go from this to... Actually, what do I want to go to? I guess I got to figure this out some more. Okay, let me try this. Let me go from that. Hey, Oten. Welcome in, Mike. How you doing? We're working on a new game, and I'm trying to come up with the soundtrack, and I am like maybe, I don't know, 70% of the way through the farming game soundtrack, and I'm just trying to figure out where to go from here. I want this track to linger for a little bit longer, because we'll probably spend a little longer in this game, and I don't want the music to wear you down. So yeah, that's what I'm working on today. Okay, I think this is a bad idea going from here. If I naturally ended up there, I feel like we're fine. This sounds nice. But I'm shoehorning it. I need to not do that. Hey, nice worst. Good day. Yeah, I am currently working on a tune that is not being developed right now. Times mining late at night. Oh man, I like C418's music. I like the old Minecraft vibes. I think it was very fitting for the game too. Okay, that's a thought I hadn't done before. It was what did I just do? this. Okay, something in there. And thanks, Mike. Take care. Hope to see you again soon. Yeah, let me just mess around with that some more. We're almost there. Let me write this down because I don't want to forget. I should probably just record it. God, it's so hard to manage this keyboard. This cable's going everywhere. I'll just pull until it's almost okay, there we go. So I'm gonna type this over here. We have so update after a section is E7, AM7, DM7, G7, CM7. So what do we have? Let's see. What does it go to from that? Okay, I think I wrote it out. And then, oh wait, there's another part here, right? That I must convince by. But yeah, let me try this again. There's one piece of this I don't like as much. A7 to D major 7. Yeah, okay. It's shaping up. Hmm. I don't feel confident enough in what this is to start putting it into FL Studio, which I think means more messing around with this. But I think I should also take a break. So maybe we do the break first and come back and adapt this. I hope everyone's having a good time. All right, is it jump time? It's jump time. Okay, hello again. Close the game. Did I ever turn this on? Yeah, I did. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think I do like this. I am not sold on one part. Let me read what I have here. Okay, that's interesting. This. It's like a, what is this? It's like a D major 7, add 6 or 15. All right, well, let's go write that down. Yeah. DM7, A, B, C sharp, D, F sharp. Then just delete that. Yeah. Oh, I was muted that whole time. No, yeah, I did not mean that. Sorry about that. I was saying that I think that maybe just not streaming the afternoons on Fridays might be a good idea. And I'm just not sure. Maybe just today. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Yeah, okay. Something like this. Hey, Foxtrot. Yeah, I was using Renoise for a little bit, but I never really got used to it. So I just switched back to what I'm used to. Are we doing this all in one pattern? I am. That's fine. Okay, so where is... Why did I do this? Is this a mistake? Yeah, I think this is a mistake. How did I not notice that? Yeah, that's what we want. How'd that even happen? I was listening to you playing music and then going near my PC, volume went to 0. No, I was muted. Yeah. I try not to. So, okay. The mic picks up the sounds of me striking the keys on the piano, and I want to prevent that. So I made it so that playing a chord on the piano mutes my mic. And when I'm facing the piano, there's no indication that I'm muting because my computer's on the right side of me. So I need some, like, I don't know, like a red light on my wall or something that's connected to OBS via WebSocket and reflects the state of my mic. I'm probably not going to do that. Okay, so let's take this. Now let's go figure out where else I had this. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. We tried Fmod? No, I haven't. All right, let's go put this over here and drag that there. That echo is really nice. Yeah, I'm taking a very lazy melodic approach here, which I'll eventually hopefully change. Oops. All right, something like this. Let's see. I think I messed this up. I should probably write out the chords here. Let's go do that. Yeah. Let's just do this. Why'd I add it way back there? Wait, did I super mess this up? What am I doing? Yes, I did. Okay. Yeah, we need to shrink all of this. I think you can just do this. Oh, well, actually line this up correctly, like that. Yeah, it's not great, but we'll fix that. So now this we increase, except for we always ended a little bit before, like that. Hey, McNuts. Yeah, so I don't like how muddy this is sounding. This would need to be higher up. I think I need to raise this on the keyboard because we don't have notes that generally go this low, which we can do probably pretty easily. Let's see. Okay. Hey, noob. So we're going from G7, CM7, A7, DM7, which is really this, to that, to that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I just gotta raise all this. Maybe we don't change this right now. Put that there. So that is here. There we go. This is bad voice leading, right? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna just leave it like that for now. Let's see. Okay. That's what I want next. Oh, whoops. I'm dragging this slightly to the side. We're probably need to quantize this. You know about Strudel? Yeah, I know about it. I haven't used it yet, though. There we go. Okay. Okay. So yeah, this sounds very dark compared to the warmth that was there before. And we're missing the percussion, of course, which I mean, I can just throw that in. Same thing we have for the rest of this. I haven't made fills yet. Yeah, I just want to change that last one. That was my more experimental one anyway. Now let's mess around with that for a bit. Sounds like a warm, nice, steamy bubble bath, and you got the entire place for yourself just floating there. It's just the final chord that doesn't sound like it to me. I think it sounds pretty good right up until 61. I think it's because it goes down after this. And it could go up maybe. I have a fever. Let's trust the musical input from the sick. I need to expand that if I'm going to do that. We already ended on the chord here that I kind of wanted to get to. I see your MIDI controller, and I always wondered why, apart from space, don't you choose one of the 1,000 knobs or sliders or pads? Yeah, it's space. The way that I look at this is I am much less likely to use a MIDI controller like that if I have to keep like finding desk space and moving things around and having like a dedicated setup for it. I moved my piano over here a few weeks ago because I wanted to start doing music streams, and having it be dedicated to this spot has made it so much easier because there are like 5 cables coming off of the back of that thing. And I don't want to set this up every time. I don't want to move the stand and the piano itself and then the sheet music holder. I have a special headphone adapter. So it's kind of the same thing with these MIDI controllers. Like this is very tiny. It is 2 octaves. It's got a few buttons and that's it. And I have a synth that is larger than this. And I had a MIDI controller, I guess I still have it, that is much larger than this. And it's just not worth it. A lot of the MIDI controllers too, if you press a key, you can have one of these other keys change the octave. So you don't really need a lot of space, except for when you don't want to be pressing that button as you're playing with both hands. And then I have the piano right here for that. So yeah. No bubbles? What, Yower? You already have some stuff. Is a 25 key one enough? I don't think it's enough. And again, it depends on what you're playing. If you're just playing melodies, this is more than enough, I think. Because like you probably won't do like a 2 octave jump, then another 2 octave jump or something. But if you're trying to play chords in your left hand and something in your right hand, it might not be enough to be able to get everything. Oh, bubbles for the bubble bath. Gotcha. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I thought that was in relation to your prior message about the fever. I thought bubbles was like, Super Mario RPG mucus bubbles. Yeah, I think we just do that. All right, so what came after this? The hub of a virus. Oh, whoops. I had this on play the notes that I'm doing. Yeah, I want to add in the bass eventually, although the bass is now above the other instrument. Now let's just outline the. Maybe that's too low. Let's just do this. So. C. Okay. Let's try that out. No. Melody cannot go downward like that. I have to stay at the A, I think. Yeah, and then I gotta change this a little bit. Okay, I think it's better. So what am I missing now? It's really this, right? What is that? A, C, D. Yeah, that's pretty good. Could maybe add a B in there. Let's try that. See how that sounds. Yeah. No. Hmm. I'm not sure that'll even be fitting. Is there a MIDI arpeggiator thing? Curious to hear how it sounds on that chord progression. There's a way you can arpeggiate notes like this. There's, I think, in Tools somewhere. Yeah, arpeggiate. And you can choose a whole bunch of different things, which one of them should be octave, yeah. I don't know what this is going to sound like. Should have been a preview, right? Yeah, we could try something like that. I don't want to do that right now. I just want to get the chords down. I think, I don't know, there's some way to change this, right? Yeah, there we go. Something like that. And pattern, I don't know, alternate. Yeah. I'll paste this off to the side somewhere. We'll save what I have. I'll duplicate this. I'll put that in wherever that was supposed to be. I don't know. I think it was here. Yeah. So 49. So let's put that in harmony 2. I think it's a nice effect. Especially if all we're going to be doing is playing mostly chords there and the melody's not going to be moving much. I think having harmonic interest is good. But I'm still not set on this part at the end. Maybe from there we just go on. Yeah, maybe I don't do the... Yeah, I could do something like this, so... Wait, no, then we're on, yeah. All right, let's just pencil that in. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. We'll figure that out later. Okay. And then the harmony needs a switch. Yeah, this wouldn't even be here. So we just delete that and then probably change this up to a D. And then maybe elongate these. And then Trans over here. I'm debating on whether to have it loop back into that or to stop for a little while and then start again. Because we could easily make this loop. It's going to end on a C and go back to an F. F is the tonic here. But then it's just going to be a constant blast of music. I'm not going to have another track for this farming game. So it's just going to be this one. And if this goes the way I expect, we'll probably make it to about 2.25 minutes. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something. Maybe more like 2 minutes, 20 seconds or something. But it's not going to be like a 5-minute long track. So if it loops and it cuts out the beginning part, then it'll be 2 minutes and 20 seconds with a 2-minute looping section. I think it might get annoying. It might be better to just have an ending. By anything you're saying means. Well, maybe you'll get into music and it'll all make sense. Yeah, the looping part I think is straightforward. The part about it connecting back. So if you are playing some chords, so that all sounds good. But if you want to go from there to that, you might need to set that up a little bit more than just to abruptly switch to it. And there are a bunch of different ways you can do that. So it's all about finding something that fits well enough. And yeah, I think the bigger question though is the sort of just kind of game question of like, should this loop or will that be too much for the player? I mean, there's probably going to be a lot of looping music that is not nearly as long. So I think we should just probably try it. The only difference between having a loop and not loop is coming up with a specific ending if it doesn't loop. And I don't think that should be that hard. Because, like, yeah, I don't think that should be that hard. really does add a lot. I think it's a good suggestion, EB. Why is that offset by one bar there? There we go. I should probably connect it from there to there. Man, finding out about this menu has been amazing because I am not on a standard keyboard at all, and I don't think you can remap the Free Loop Studio keyboard shortcuts. So like, I should just take a picture of this, and of course it doesn't take a picture of it. Yeah, because it's a different window entirely, so you can't actually. Oh no, that works. Okay, yeah, and I want to write a note about this later. I'll just write this here. Write a note about this. This is already done. This menu, it's great for when I'm using a non-standard keyboard. All right, we actually have made some pretty good progress so far. Hey, LA, how you doing? I do want to see how hard it would be to combine the platformer and farming music, but I think this is like a major extra. I shouldn't do this for the first checkpoint because it's going to be probably a lot of work. And maybe not a lot of payoff. But let's see. Yeah. Okay. I got to finish penciling in the rest of this. And then we can see if it loops well enough. Although I don't know how you set up looping in FL Studio. I think you can just like... You apparently cannot right click. Oh, we could do something like this. That should make it loop back to the beginning, right? Of that. Yeah. Okay. That'll let us kind of fake it, at least. It's nice variety. Yeah, I think... like... My question I've always had for myself, whether I'm streaming programming or doing music, is it helping the game somehow? And I think there's, I don't know, with music, I'm probably staying on task a little bit more, but that's about it. Like, and EB helped with this suggestion, which I should really give a point for because I do like this. But it's harder for me to take input from chat this way. Chat is also very quiet during these days because probably not a lot of people are paying attention or they're listening to music or they don't know how to give input or something. By the way, none of that is to blame people. I'm just saying it's like it's probably less value for the viewer. And yeah, but I do really want to make the soundtrack for the entire game. So I need to devote the time somehow. So it's either I stream this or I am still doing it, but I'm just not streaming it. Okay, so let's see what this is. I wonder if I should do that one more time. Yeah, so I'd basically copy this over there. Let's delete that. Go put this on that side. Do, do, do. Okay, as we have the harmony, none of this is finalized. I'm really just penciling things in. So we go from this to that. Yep. And then copy that, make that go up. That's pretty good. 2 and 3 and 4. There we go. If we don't loop it, then we could just play this bit again and then go into an ending. So, yeah, I'm not sure it's going to feel better, and that's what we're about to test, but it's taking me some time. That's all right. So now what, we collapse this entire thing? There. Okay, now if we want to test this, we need to loop back to where the percussion starts, which is here. So we just select all of this. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. There we go. Okay, now let's start over here. I don't know, somewhere in the middle. I want to see. Throw the drums in here. That didn't sound right. I don't know what this is. What was I doing? Yeah, that's supposed to be do, do, do. And then these go like this. There. That's way too long. Oh, man. All right, there. So then we got to change this, which is now too much. And we'd have to slice this probably. Oh, nice. That worked. Okay. Hey, Franken. Pretty good. It's pretty good. All right, yeah. So yeah, I gotta, as mentioned, starting around where you see the densities start dropping, I just penciled things in and I need to clean it up. Can we throw in some skeleton in there? Probably not for this track. I think there will be some other tracks that maybe we like sneak it in. So there's no super easy way to test this because the music's not even ready yet. Isn't there some way to set looping? Oh, place loop. What does that do? Can I put that here? Where'd that even go? Time marker, place loop. What is this? What is going on? Does that work? So maybe now it'll play the whole way through. It's at 136 tempo. Let's just set it to like super fast so I can just hear what this is going to sound like. Can I type in a value here? Type in value. Yeah, let's set this to like 400. It's going to go super fast. Okay, great. Now when it gets to the end, does it go back to that loop part? Perfect. Perfect. Okay, this was 136, right? Nice. All right, so let's go try this out. Let's plug it into the game. We're going to mute just the music. Which, what am I doing? We can just do that through Godot, right? Audio mute. Okay, let's try running this. Oh, wait, no, we got to switch into... Let's start from the Fever Dream game. Oh, wait, no, then the music won't play in that. It won't play in that game. So let's go right to the farming game. Yeah, so we're going to start this, and we're going to start this at the same time. I'm just listening to the music. Yep.
「
Is it water? Is it doing anything yet, or is it just switching the tile? It's just switching the tile. It actually doesn't need to do anything other than switch the tile, because when you come back in the future, you have like infinite strawberry plants. I am still torn on whether it should loop. It should definitely go back to this section, but then after it's played out like to here, maybe it should end. And then there should be no music for a while. No, I think that might be stranger, right? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. No, it's not intentional. We gotta fix that too. All right. Well, the tune's shaping up to be pretty good. So I'm happy with that section of this. We need to make a sleeping tune, and I kind of wanted to mess around with like, what if we were to combine the platformer with the other thing, the farming game? But I should probably take a break before that. And then, yeah, do we want to do something special for the Fever Dream game? Or do I want to develop that? I mean, we can come up with the idea, but it might be hard to make the whole thing. Let's listen to the... That probably won't work if I click that. Platformer. There's another thing you can kind of do cheaply with music like this, which instead of looping it from the end right to the beginning, you could just copy paste everything and like change this and this. And now, instead of it being like 43 seconds of repetition, it's about a minute and a half, but there's some newness throughout. All right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna take a break. I'll come back and we'll work on the going to sleep music. And I'll mess around a little bit more with with this, I think it'd be hard to combine the two. Yeah. Okay, is it jump time? It's jump time. Okay, hello again. I should probably actually move this so you can see me. Close the game. Okay, so we got to get the going to sleep music. I had something the other day that I came up with. Where was it? I don't know where I put it. At roughly 1 hour into my afternoon stream on Monday, I came up with something simple. Yeah, I liked whatever it was, so I want to go find out what that was. How do we find that? Content, live. So Monday was the 20th, and it was the afternoon, I said. So it must have been this day. And it was an hour into the stream. So right around there. Yeah, there, done. Yeah, there we go. That's it. We're launching FL Studio. I want to try this now, actually, just really fast. All right, new keyboard time. I got a new... Actually, you know what? Let's just go with this. Yeah. Okay, that's what I came up with. Let's go make a new tune. Hey, Kaizen Lab. Know how to explain it? Checked with a tracker and it was a slow vibrato effect, like making the platformer song a bit spooky. Oh, just apply a filter to the... I didn't think about that. Yeah, we could do that. We could just apply an effect on the bass tune. Although then it wouldn't mix in the... It wouldn't mix in the farming tune. Wouldn't mix in the farming tune if we did that. I know the synth from way back, I think Oatmeal. I don't think I've heard of that, but what I was going to use here is just this one, which was synth 1. And we picked just the factory preset, but let's find something decent here. What do we got? No, not that. Can't I press this button? No, it doesn't work. It'd be really nice if it did. Wait, what am I doing? Shouldn't we just pick the thing from the farming tune? Yeah, what am I doing? All right, unfortunately, I don't know what that was from the farming tune, so we'd have to go find it. Actually, yes, save this. Save this as farming, new folder, sleepy time. And save this as sleepy time. Oh, hey, Kevin. Sorry. Yeah. There was too much hate in my eyes to see your chat messages. That would work, but maybe this one might be better. No, it would not be better. But do we have something else here? No, that's pretty much it. No, it'd have to be this one, which I don't really love. And maybe we put a filter over it. So if I want this, how do we even copy this out of here? Do I need to like save this preset? Give me a sec. Mini Freak V. All right, so modified BBD keys. Okay, now we load up our sleepy time tune and we add in a synth that is Mini Freak V. And then I should be able to just drag it onto here, I believe. Whoops. Here it is. Okay, so can I put this here? No, I cannot. How do you load this? Ah, import. Okay, let's try that. Oh, hey, Portugal. Sorry, I missed your messages. Right when I enter the live. Yeah. Music have triplets. Yeah, typically. Farm game, we do this, set the camera position. Yeah, I told you yesterday, I already am doing that. Yeah. There's already smooth camera movement, and Godot supports it by default. All right, what do I have to do? I have to go find that imported thing. Does this work? This doesn't work. How are you supposed to do this? I'm supposed to save it through here then, I guess? Didn't I do this? No, I definitely did not do this. Okay, I don't know where this saves though. So then there's no way for me to put this onto here. All right, I might need to go into the other project. I haven't really done this before. Let's try this out again. So I guess don't save this. Yeah, so let's try it through here. Because like I said, I just haven't done this. So we're going to say this is like modified. Oh, you can't fit that many. Oh, you can't type a space. No, you can't fit that many keys. And now backspace doesn't do anything because you can't backspace in here. So maybe we could paste in modified BBD keys. No, you can't fit. Okay, how about just mod? There. And comments, modified version of... God, you can't type. It doesn't let you do spaces. Modified version of BBT keys. Maybe add a modified version. There. Cool. Okay, so save this. And then how do we use this? Is it just like in here somewhere as user stuff? What? I don't get how you're supposed to do this. Is this for the game song? Yeah. Yeah, Appleseed. Wait, you saw a different thing in here? Is it in here? I don't even see keys in here. There's keys. Okay, so do we have the modded one? Ah, there it is. It's under all, but shouldn't there be a user section in here? Huh. I guess not. Okay, well, anyway, as long as we can click this, that's fine. And I want there to be a filter going over the top of this somehow, but let's go plug that in. Okay, so let's just plug this in like this. Why is this like the tiniest step? There. Okay, that's our tune. Now we expand this so we can actually see the notes. Maybe to like there. Then we quantize. And then we fix the rhythm. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Yeah, so this goes like so. And then this goes over here. And we quantize it again. Cool. And then slow way down. This is not going to snap to the bar anymore, will it? A little bit slower than that. Cool. Then make sure that this is the upper note and these are all a little bit lower. Same thing probably over here. Okay, so that is 6 seconds long. Now let's try to time it with the game. So I'm gonna, well, I guess I could start a stopwatch, but it's probably easier to just go look in YouTube afterward. So I don't need to mess around with that. Oh, what am I doing? This is not good. I don't want to play normally. I want to play, undo free play here. There we go. And I guess I could just hit the play button when it happens. Oh, I just dropped the keyboard on the floor. Okay, ready? We're gonna try to go to sleep. We gotta drain our energy. It's already drained. Yeah, so let's try. Why didn't it play? What? Oh, whoops. Played toward the end. I think I was at the end of it. All right, we gotta try that again. I don't know if the timing's gonna be good. It's pretty easy to fix the timing in a game. I just wanted to feel like it's too long because some sleep melody's playing. Yeah, 6 seconds is... Oop. 6 seconds is probably the longest we can possibly make this. Although as long as there's music, I guess it doesn't feel like nothing is happening. So now I just want to see, should we pull in the bass that we had in the other track? Like, this sounds terrible. Let's go to the farming track. Did I even... Yeah, here it is, bass. What is this? Yeah, I like this. Okay, let's save this. Oh, it's just electrified P. I didn't even change anything. Okay, so let's just go pull it into sleepy time. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. All right, bass. Gotcha. Now we could do this very simply. We could just do this, this, this. But we should probably add a little bit more motion there, but not much. Where I learned how to do this, I have a command about this stuff there. There we go. I don't like this. Whoops. It's pretty good. Okay. Yeah. And then I want there to be a filter over the whole thing. So we press F9 and add a filter. For retro sound. Where's the like dry wet thing here? I don't know where it is. Maybe we should just use a different one. What other filters do we have? Here. No, that's just the mix for this. To next filter. Oh, there are multiple filters? Oh boy. All right, this is a little too much for me. You have to use something built in. All right, I want to automate a specific thing and I don't know how to do this, so I'm just gonna keep messing around with this until we find something here. Oh, that's pretty interesting. I still have not found exactly what I want from this. Oh. Yeah. So it's a low pass filter that its frequency goes farther down as you get to sleep. So that's what I want. How do we do that? Just tune this down. Yeah. Okay, so we could do that. So let's reset all of these. This is probably the dumbest way to do things, but I'm going to probably do it this way. Side chaining the arpeggiation every 4/4. For the other track, I need to look into how to set up side chaining. Hey, Magnus. Friday, Magnus. All right, so we're going to create an automation clip for all of these things. And it is going to be a nightmare to work with, but there are only 4 of them. So how bad could it be, right? Now, where's my pattern that I want here? That is not it. There we go. Okay, so expand all of these. And here's the easiest way we could do that. Oh, I guess only to here. Well, it doesn't matter. We can put it to the end. And we just drag this point down. And then see what that sounds like. Oh, no, song. It's pretty good, right? Yeah. Okay, I like that. And then the last thing we need to do is figure out what this is. Oh, that's not even the right instrument. What is, oh, I'm just too low in octaves? No, what? This is playing the wrong instrument. It's got the drum selected. Yeah. I think we just want to lower this a bit. And then we need to make sure that all of this is high up so that you can hear the melody of this. This is too much. This is probably fine. That is too much. Do, do, do. And it's naturally lowering from the EQ that I applied. So we don't want to go too crazy with this. There, that might be good. And then if we want to make one more little change that I think might be nice is just drag this node upward so it curves downward. And now here's what we got. And then I want this to fade out, which means we probably need to set a release on this that's longer than it currently is. No, that's too long. I think we just have another point on here and we fade this out again toward the end. It's a little bit annoying to do. You can make it fade in the game. Yeah, I could. I think it's better to have it fade in the actual track. That would have any like weird timing stuff I have to do. This is a little annoying to set up though. At least the way I'm used to it. I need to copy this, paste this here, and then have it drop off. And it's got to be over the right amount of time, which that was too fast. It's this right here. Yeah, that. And now I got to do this another 100 times. I'm not certain this is going to sound like how I want. Paste, drop down to nothing. Yeah, this is where having one control for all of these, and I'm sure you can do this in FL Studio. I just don't know how. And I'm not going to try to learn just for this like tiny track. But there are like XY controllers, maybe maybe there's a way to hook up like multiple inputs and outputs. Okay, let's try that. It's still playing the low sound because this isn't actually fading the volume. All right, I should just fade the volume then. So all of that I did, that was just kind of pointless. Yeah. So we shall take the volume and, oh, you can't do that. Well, you can take the mixer volume, can't you? Where's the mixer? There. Yes, you can. Okay, so right there, we get this volume, paste it, and drop it down to nothing. Yeah, good. The only other thing missing here is that the bass cuts out sooner. There, perfect. Okay, done. There's our sleepy time music. All right, now let's export that as probably a wave because I don't think it's ever going to change. Whoops, that's not export. What if I can ever do this in real life? You probably can. Yeah. I mean, it takes some practice. All right, so now we take sleepy time, put it into the farming game, and have it play at some point. So farming game. Wait, farm game. The music player is right there. So we got to cut this out and have the lullaby player, I guess. Add audio stream player. Put this there. Call this lullaby player. I prefer sleepy time music, but I'm not going to put it in twice. Sleepy time. Okay. So we hit play on this. Sounds really good. All right, now we go modify the script. Use a dual grid system? No, I don't. I've seen the YouTube video on that. I think it's interesting. We haven't fleshed out the map yet though either. All right, so music player, we now have lullaby player. And we need to fetch that. Whoops. So let's go get this. Lullaby. Okay, and then when you go to sleep, it's in the house interior, bed. We start the iris fade somewhere. There it is. Play iris fade to black. Yeah, so we need some like farming game dot play lullaby. This should be pretty simple, which is just stop the music player and play the lullaby. Okay, it's just a little too long though. What is this mouse cursor? It's the FL Studio mouse cursor that's somehow coming through into Rider. Hey, Reformulate. The week's been pretty good. We've made a lot of progress on the game. We're working on the music now a little bit. What was I going to do here? Oh, yeah, I need to extend the amount of time that it holds. So this, we have a hold time in here of 0.7 seconds. We need to expand this because it was like at least a second too short. So let's try this out. I don't know if the VODs are worth watching, but you could always. Oh, oops, we don't have audio in the game. There. Okay, let's try it. So we're trying to see, does the music seem fitting and does the length work? Okay, no, we gotta lengthen that for sure. So this should be like 2 seconds. and then it just sort of blasted that first chord out there. Yeah, I think we should tone that down a bit in the audio file itself. So just this, lower the whole thing. Yeah. So now export that to the WAV file. Save, replace, export, and then go get it and put it back over here. Replace, and try it again. It's still like blasting out that first music. The volume is set to 0. But yeah, the lullaby really spikes at the beginning. I wonder if it took in that file. Let's see. Yeah, I think we just need to lower this some more. Wonder if you could add 3 notes, which gradually go up. We could, but I want this to be like this is the entire thing. We don't need something at the end because you'll have fallen asleep at that point. I think what you're saying is do something like this, where you have maybe like or something. But yeah, I don't think that's gonna add a lot. So yeah, I gotta lower this. I mean, some of these are already pretty low to begin with. This one is. This and this could be lower, I guess. Where's the final note that's not? Ah, there it is. The A. That's probably better. Let's try this now. I'm gonna make it not like jump scare you out of your bed. Time to fold some laundry. Man, it's still too loud. And I feel like it's just that first chord that's too loud. Maybe we have to re-import this. God, that'd be a shame if that's what I had to do. Show in file system, click import, re-import. Did I change anything? I should have looked at the WAV file. There's also a normalize button here. Let's try one more time. If it still is hitting me really hard, then yeah, we'll just have to lower it. Keep forgetting. Yeah, it's still too loud. All right, let's just lower the whole thing. Am I not seeing? Okay. That's the problem. I thought we were at the lowest. I thought that was 0% volume. We're only halfway down the bar here. No wonder. All right, so let's lower some of these inner notes quite a lot. Yeah, that should do a lot for it. Let's try that. Thankfully, this is like a 7-second long track, so it's not that hard to keep re-exporting this. You try adding it at the end. I'm not going to at this point. Like I said, I don't think it's lacking anything, and I think the experimentation is more for the other tracks. Let's see. That is much better. All right, nice. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I don't think I ever explained. This is Rot 13 for what is it? Get ready to fall. Yeah, I think it's get ready to fall. Okay, well, that went pretty nicely. So, what we could try now, this is pretty much done. We got the platform music done enough for now. The farming game, I've got to still do some finishing touches on. Actually, that's not true with the platformer. I need to add some drum fills, but to do polish the whole track, I just penciled in the last like half of the track. What I'd like to do next is try to figure out if we could combine the farming tune with the platforming tune for your dream game. But I think that's going to be a little bit tough. Let's switch camera scenes here. Back to piano. This out of this. Okay. Okay, test, test, test. Yeah, that's still registering. Let me turn off the mic though for a sec. Oh wait, that's why. So that's the platforming theme, and then the farming theme is. So if we want to combine them, we could do a couple different things. We either take the rhythm from the first game, that could potentially work. It'll sound very, very silly. Or we could go the other direction and have the platformer tune played out with the farming pace, I guess. So like. Something like that. When I get such a small water bottle, it's not close to my face. It's the size of my head. Yeah. That's not bad. We could just combine them like that, where we just play them both pretty much like. Kind of fit if we switch the platform to some nighttime tile set. But it's supposed to be the original game still. I don't think it has to be nighttime exactly. So wait, Matt, you're saying you prefer the whole like just switch? Hmm. Okay. Well, I can mess around with that and we'll see how that goes for a bit. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be tough. Final boss of the game theme music will just be everything combined. You know, I think the more I think about it, the more I think it'd be nice to combine games within this because like I'm gonna spend a lot of time working on mechanics and everything, and I'll have assets and animations. But I did not write the storyline of the game such that that would be easily doable. So combining the farming and the platforming game is because you're in a dream and you modified the game. But it's not really like that does come back in the storyline. But the acceptance of imperfection is one of the overall messages. I guess it could just be really glitched games. Maybe that's a hang on. I should write this down. This is a potentially good idea. We could have glitchier and glitchier games toward the end. Like the boundaries between games are shattered or becoming the architect. Okay, we all know you can type for the piano. Plan to release the soundtrack without the game? Maybe, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's too hard to go from the minor key of the platformer to the major key of the farming game and not sound like it's just these abrupt changes. Which, granted, this is supposed to be a very dreamlike section of the game, so they could be there. Yeah. Yeah, I think the rhythmic combination would be good. Yeah. It's just gonna be a ton of work to make everything. Yeah, I do like the farming tune. It just already fits, and the sleeping thing sounds good. I think the platform music sounds okay. I think it'd be better. Yeah, yeah. Let me try this rhythmic thing again. I feel like I'm circling this. Like it's not that far away, but it's still very difficult to think of. And I want a bridge. I want this to be in there. I need to get that somehow. Oh, the other thing I was thinking is that a lot of games use the whole tone scale for like dreamy things. Like, I don't think I want to do that though. All right, I'll mess around with that some more. I think there's some space there. that could be interesting. Oh, okay. So let's take some inventory here. So many cords on my desk. Let me just switch back to this. So it is currently about noon. No matter what, I'd be going and taking a break. But the question is like, should I stream again in the afternoon? And if I did, what would I do? So I lean toward music. I need to finish stuff. And there's a lot of ground I could cover with the farming track. Yeah, I like what I came up with here. Where is it? Correction, almost 3. Yes, let me state the time in every time zone, all the time. So we had what up until about like here, maybe. No, we had this already. Maybe it's like at 45. I don't know. Anyway, let's listen to this first. Yes, this is sounding very thin because I just never finished this. Yeah. So there are some bits in here that could be improved. I am leaning toward not streaming doing this though. And I have somewhere to be at 4 anyway. And we have a bunch of game stuff to do. Very torn. Well, one thing's for sure, we can fill out the journal. Is it going to add the date? There we go. All right, so music stream. Fleshed out the platformer and farming tunes. Made the lullaby for the farming game. And tested. That's it. Let's just leave it at that. Do you do a personal journal daily as well? No. No. I've been less personally organized lately, I think. I think ever since Skeleseller was in like marketing mode, everything just felt like it was at full throttle all the time. And I never took a proper vacation since then. I just took like recovery time, which you might say is a vacation, but I was like a blob, a total blob. I just couldn't do anything. And then things got back to normal. I started on the new game. I've been working pretty hard. And now I'm going to take a vacation in 8 days. So yeah, I think probably taking it easy. Okay, I think I've convinced myself. There won't be a stream in the afternoon. I think doing maybe half days of music streams are probably good, unless I find that I need more time. Because what was this? This was, yeah, 4 hours. 4 hours is a pretty good amount of time to explore some ideas, to get some music typed into the computer. It took half a day and called it a vacation. No, I took several days off back then. It just didn't feel like a vacation. It felt like, yeah, like imagine you just got injured and you need to rest. It was like that. My brain was injured. Chance for the instructions before vacation. The chance for instructions before vacation is pretty high. How about this? I'll prioritize that today. So come up with the world instructions this afternoon. Like prioritize that. Yeah, I think that'd be good. Okay, let's go raid somebody. Let's raid. Let's raid Clarkio. Yeah. Well, the problem with doing it on the last day is if I've got any like back and forth feedback we need to talk about, then it'd be harder to get it in. Okay, thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. Let's go raid Clarkio. I hope you all have a good weekend. I'll be back on Monday. We should be doing mostly programming next week to get ready for checkpoint 1. So take care, everyone. Goodbye. Have a good one.